Hey, welcome to Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Today we're going to replace the outside 50 amp fuse that was giving me trouble for the refrigerator. I had trouble finding this fuse, but I found it at Bass Pro Shop. They're about $6 a piece, so I bought 4 of them, so I have spares. So this is what it looks like in the packaging for Bass Pro. And you can see it's the exact same thing. So all the holes and all will fit. So we're going to replace that one and keep the rest for future use. So that's the project for today. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is shut off all the electric. So we're going to shut the breaker off, and we're going to take the positive off the battery so that I don't get sent across the site over to where Tim's at. Of course, Tim is going to supervise the project. He's gearing up, ready to come over to do his job. So we'll see how he does on that. Okay. We're going to shut the electric off. Now here's the 30 amp breaker. We'll kill that. Then we're going to take this positive off of here. I'm going to take that off to 9/16 wrench, just to loosen it. And we're going to pull the power off of that. All right, and now we don't have any power coming through. Let's put that nut back on there so I know where it is. So next, I'm going to take, I have both of them bolted on because this failed, so I just bolted them on temporarily. So now we got to take these 2 wires off, and then we'll remove this and put the new one on. So you run over here, I'll be dead.
No. You're gonna have to use my feet. I'll be feet on you.
There's 2 screws that go in here. I think they're okay. I won't know until I get these power wires off. Let's see. Okay, we got that first one off. Now we gotta try to get that one off. It's down in there. Okay, that one was a little easier to break loose. I can't use a socket because the nuts or the bolt sticks out too far from the depth of my socket. So had to improvise. That's coming off now. If you have a camper that has these fuse 50 amp fuse blocks, you might want to go to Bass Pro Shop and pick them up ahead of time so you have spares. You never know when they're going to stop making them. And they're only $5.99 a piece, so they're cheap. And these have lasted since 2021, so that's not too bad. The other two are in good shape, it's just this one that's bad. Yeah, that one was in much better shape. Okay, and that connector looks good. Now here you can see it. Gotta take that off now. I just got the wires off, now I'm taking the bus, you know, the fuse block off. They're just machine screws going into that channel where they mounted them. Yeah, they're coming out pretty easy. You can see they're in good shape. They're self-tapping metal screws. That's why I tried to find the exact same thing so everything would line up. I don't have to drill additional holes. And there's the other one. And there's the old fuse block. Time for the new one. So there's what the new one looks like. You can see they're both very shiny. We're gonna just take these off before I mount it. Okay, so it'll mount like that with these machine screws. Don't want to over tighten them because then you could crack this plastic fitting. Because that's the battery right there. So the battery, and then it goes over to be able to be charged by the truck and charged by the camper when it's plugged in. So battery piece goes up on this one because that's where the battery is coming from. Before I put the screws on, I gotta get this red cover on here. Of course, that protects it from the weather, so I want the top up there, even though those are backwards. That was a pretty easy fix, Tim.
Yeah. It should have been. Not really much to it.
No. $6 part.
Unless there was a bolt holding it and it would have busted off and you had to drill out the bolt.
Yeah.
Or drill another hole anyway. Maybe we won't have no problem. We won't have to help them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sure this is on the bottom. We'll just tighten it.
Oh, rocky.
Okay, that's good and tight. Now we're going to tighten this one up like this. And that's how it should look. So Tim has been supervising the project here. How'd I do, Tim?
Looks pretty good. What I see, I didn't get up to look at it yet.
Uh-oh. The test is coming. All right, so now we're going to turn the electric on and see if it blows up. I'm going to put our positive back on. Here's this wire. Should probably clean that one off, but I'll wait it out. As long as it's tight, it'll be all right.
So it was screwed under the frame, or was it?
Well, that U channel under there. Now I'll put the cover back on. So I shut the 30 amp off to make sure that the refrigerator was running off the battery. And you see that little blue light means it's running. If it wasn't getting enough power, I would get an E5 alert right there. So everything's working, so I can put the 30 amp back on, and we corrected that problem. Hey look, if this video helped you, consider subscribing to the channel. It's free, it helps me out a lot. Also ring that bell, you'll be notified every time I put up a new video, and give the video a thumbs up. That helps it be seen by a wider audience. But more important than all that, go have some fun out there. Hey, thanks for watching.